Today in Maths we're going to continue our work looking at polygons. Now yesterday we looked at fluency, and so today we're going to apply our knowledge to some reasoning and problem solving questions. Now let's just have a recap and just remind ourselves about polygons. What is a polygon? Well, it's a two-dimensional shape, it's a flat shape, and it's got three or more sides. What is a regular polygon and what is an irregular polygon? Well, a regular polygon is where all the sides are of equal length, they're all the same, and all the angles inside are equal size, they're all the same. So an irregular polygon is where we've got sides which are not the same. Some are longer than others. We've got angles which are not the same. Some are wider, some are narrower than others. So Tony has sorted these shapes into a Carroll diagram. And you can see here we've got a column here for regular polygons and a column here for irregular polygons. And at the side, they've got 5 sides and not 5 sides. Okay, so has she sorted them correctly? Let's have a look at each one in turn and decide if it's in the right place. Shape A. I wonder if you can tell me what kind of shape that is. It's got 5 sides. It's a pentagon. Okay, so it's got 5 sides. So it's in the has 5 sides line there. So it's in the right place there. Is it regular? Do all of those sides look the same length? If they do, it's in the right place for regular polygon. Let's have a look at B. Has it got 5 sides? Yes, it has. So it's in the right place there. Are all those sides the same length? Well, if I look at this bit here and this bit here, that one is clearly longer than that. So they're not the same length. So it is irregular. So that's in the right place. Look at C. How many sides has C got? Well, it's got 4. And it's in the not 5 sides line, so that's in the right place. But is it regular? That looks longer than that to me. So where should this one be? I think it should be over here in the irregular polygon section. So C is in the wrong place. What about D? Not 5 sides? Yeah, it's got 4 sides, so it's in the right line. Is it a regular polygon? Well, that looks like a square to me, so all of those are of equal length, so that is in the right column there. What about E? Not 5 sides? Yep, it's got 4, so it's in the right line. Is it a regular polygon? Is it regular? Well, you might look at that and think, I think all those sides are the same length. So I think it is a regular polygon, but we must also look at the angles inside. And I can see clearly when I look at shape E that some of the angles inside are smaller than some of the other angles. Just have a look at shape E very carefully. And this angle here you can see is a lot narrower than this angle here. This one's much wider. So the angles are not the same. So that's not regular. If everything's not equal, it should be irregular. So E should be over there. Let's look at F. Not 5 sides? Well, it's got 6. So it is in the right line. Is it irregular? Well, look at the length of that side and look at the length of that. They're not the same. So it is irregular. So it is in the right column. Let's check our answers. So no, Tony hasn't sorted them correctly, but of course with reasoning we have to explain our answer, and we've just gone through, and there we've said both C and E are both irregular polygons as they have sides and angles of different sizes. That's my explanation. I have said which ones are in the wrong place and also where they should be. Okay, that's the first type of question you'll come across. Jade says a rhombus and a square are both regular polygons because they both have sides of equal length. Well, a rhombus is just, it looks like a square that's slightly leaning over to one side. They both have sides of equal length. Is she correct? Explain your answer. Well, a square has sides of equal length, and so does a rhombus. So does that make them regular polygons? Well, if you think about your knowledge, you will also know that it's not just the sides that have to be equal, it's also the angles. That's right. And when we look at the rhombus, that angle there I can see is much wider than that angle there. So the angles are not of equal size. So, no, I think Jade is wrong. She is incorrect, and I've got to explain my answer. My explanation is, this is a very detailed explanation. You don't need to make such a detailed explanation, but a square is a regular polygon as it has sides of equal length and each angle measures 90 degrees. I'm not asking you to measure angles like I did yesterday. I said don't measure the angles. However, a rhombus may have 4 sides of equal length, but it does not have 4 angles of equal size. So the sides may be equal, the angles are not. So a rhombus is not a regular polygon. Let's look at the next one. All puzzles for you now. How many regular polygons can you see in this shape? How many shapes that have got 3 or more sides can you see? But it says regular polygons. So they have to have equal sides and equal angles. Wonder how many you can see. Just pause this video and have a look very carefully at that shape. How many polygons can you see? Now I can see straight away. I'll show you the shapes that I can see. Maybe you can see these two when you have a look, but you've got to decide if they're regular polygons. I can see a great big rectangle all the way around the outside. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles there. I can see a great big triangle there. I can see a smaller triangle there. I can see an even smaller triangle there and a smaller triangle there. And I can see this quadrilateral, this 4-sided shape here, and another one there. And I can see another one here, and I can see an even bigger one just there. And at this side, another one there, and another one there. But how many of those are regular polygons? Just pause this video and have a careful look at that and see what you come up with. Okay, let's see how many irregular polygons there are in this shape. Okay, we've got 3. We've got the big triangle in the middle that you can see there. That's an equilateral triangle. All of those sides are the same length, and so are the angles. And we've got a square shape there, and we've got a square shape there as well. Okay, I didn't show you that one because I'm not going to show you everything. I wanted you to look for yourself. So we've got 2 squares on either side of that shape. And of course, squares have sides of the same length and angles of the same length. So we got 3 regular polygons. We've got lots of irregular ones in there, but this question asks you to find 3 regular ones. So those are your questions, and so you have got a sheet to do. Remember, do whichever sheet you would normally do in class. If you feel confident with it, when you finish that one, then if you can go on to the next sheet up.